Hi guys, welcome into the channel. I'm Julie. I hope everybody's well out there. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I thank you for stopping in. Let's get some messages from Spirit, see what they want us to know. We'll pull a few cards, get the overall theme of the reading, and then we'll pull a Celtic cross. This will be an all signs reading. It is timeless, so whenever you find it, there's a message in it for you. Just keep in mind, not all of the messages will be for you. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, all right? All right. I've already prayed, meditated on the cards. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. Divine, I call you in, and I ask that you please lead us, that you guide us. Show us clearly what we need to see. What messages of truth, of healing, of love and light do you have for the collective? Please lead us. Please guide us. Please show us clearly. 9 of Wands energy. And the Queen of Wands comes out after that. So you have had to be strong and persevere through some type of huge challenge here with the 9 of Wands. Some type of a battle. You're coming out as this Queen of Wands energy. Strong, determined, tenacious. You know, you're on fire. I'm drawn to that fire right there. 3 of Wands energy, and it's bringing in some type of wish fulfillment for you. 9 of Cups. Ooh, though the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords behind that. That's not good. I feel like you've had to be strong here because somebody is trying to really, I mean, 2 cards of major betrayal coming out back to back here. 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Working very hard, 7 of Pentacles, to block you from this wish fulfillment here. 9 of Cups, or to steal it, is what I'm getting. I feel like you've had to be on your toes. You've had to be guarded. You feel like you're in defensive mode. You know, you have to be ready to fight at any given time here in that Queen of Wands energy because you've had all these swords coming at you. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles, a lot of 7s here. So something very divine is happening right now. You are protected though, just know that. But you've had people working together to block you and to cause you conflict here. 7 of Wands. I feel like that conflict is coming to an end though. The World card. 3 sevens, 777. So your luck is about to change here. Fortune's wheel about to turn in your favor. Queen of Cups energy. And the 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. You've got a King of Cups. You've got a counterpart here. Or somebody that you have unconditional love for one another here. Missing you and seeing you being ultimate wish fulfillment. 6 of Pentacles. You've got somebody watching you very carefully too. And I feel it's out of fear of this group. And the fact that you're out here single. What happened to that card? I know I pulled it, didn't I? The 9 of Pentacles. Maybe I put it back in the deck. Maybe I didn't pull it. I just noticed we have 9s on the board as well. So, you know, something is coming to a close here. Just one more small obstacle or hurdle to get over, I feel. And this will be over. Again, somebody watching you very closely. 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. Yeah, afraid of this group because, I mean, this, whoever these people are, my goodness, you know, every negative card that we can get in the deck comes out. 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. These are people who are ruthless. You know, they will stop at nothing to get what they want. And they want whatever this 9 and 10 of Cups is from you. That's why you're in this stance. you know, against them. This strong, powerful stance, ready to fight if you have to, for what you've worked so hard for. You know, you've put a lot of blood, sweat, tears into getting to where you're at, or some type of a creative project you're working on, or a business, or whatever the case may be. All right, let's see where this goes. I feel like there's a lot of jealousy and envy around you as well. That Five of Swords came out, and the Queen of Wands. You know, both cards indicate jealousy, envy. This could be an ex of yours, maybe somebody they're with who is jealous and envious of you. We'll see. What is the overall energy here, please? What is the overall energy here? What is the overall energy here, please? Four of Wands and the Five of Cups. Somebody under judgment, wanting a second chance. Somebody seeing you as being the Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing, warm, humble, kind, hardworking. Out here possibly alone, doing everything all on your own. You're able to. You're very capable. You know, whoever this person is, they want reconciliation here. The Four of Wands. Or somebody could be at some type of a celebration and they're thinking of you. The Five of Cups. And the Four of Wands. Maybe they betrayed you in some way. You know, I feel like Spirit, if that's the case, you know, it's Spirit bringing those thoughts into this person's mind. Two of Wands energy. The Fool. Eight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Well, I feel like this is you, this Two of Wands energy. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands and Judgment. You are in your purpose, whatever you're doing out here. And I feel like you've got some type of new beginning coming. Empress energy and the Fool card here. You may have to walk away from something on your side with the Eight of Cups that isn't serving you. Maybe a Knight of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Could be a job you may have to walk away from, or could be a person. This could be somebody wanting to come back around as well to apologize to you. All right. I just want one card, though. Just one card, please. Hangman. Somebody's feeling stuck in something. The World. Seven of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. Okay, so somebody's feeling stuck right now. Like I said, I feel like you have a couple of different energies here. Definitely this Queen of Wands energy, but possibly even a Pisces energy here. Really, really realizing some type of truth here and wanting to get out of something that they're in. This World card, they want something to end here. Seven of Pentacles. They could be worried about an ending with you coming in the near future. You know, you've got this Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. You know, people are trying to block your path. People are trying to cause you all kinds of trouble here. I mean, it's insanity, really, when you look at these cards. But I feel like somebody here is in regret, possibly for maybe reuniting the Four of Wands with a couple of energies here. I feel like they want to get out of whatever they're stuck in and come back around to you. the Eight of Cups, and the Empress. What is the challenge here, please? What is the challenge here? Death card and the Nine of Pentacles. Someone could be afraid, you know, that you're alone and that somebody might want to harm you with that Death card. Maybe somebody in your family. You know, I feel like this family has betrayed everyone. There are certain energies in this family unit, Hierophant, that have betrayed many people. And I feel like this family, or whatever it is, whoever this is, they're worried about your safety. You know, I've seen that they're trying to protect you the best that they can. Because these people could be this inheritance thing. It could be that. These people want you gone, you know. For whatever reason. Family secrets. You know, a lot of family betrayals here. Three of Wands energy. The Hermit. And the Four, yeah, they're in Hermit mode. And a lot of regret for working with maybe this family to try to take this property, this inheritance, some type of a gift that was meant for you. The World card, Nine of Wands, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands. You know, whoever this poor person is, they feel like they have to protect everyone in this situation. And something is taking so long. You know, I also feel like the challenge is, you know, we've picked this up before. This family unit lied about you. You know, they just flat out lied. They needed you to come across as being incompetent. You were crazy. You were lazy. You were irresponsible. You didn't want to work. You know, you just couldn't take care of yourself. You couldn't handle finances, all of that kind of stuff. But the challenge is, you went through some type of major transformation in your life. And you're out here thriving. The Nine of Pentacles, you're doing everything alone here. So that is a major challenge, you know, for these people who have lied about you. And in order to get whatever this is, take whatever this is from you. Someone either signed a power of attorney, you know, a false power of attorney here in this situation, or something like that, in order to obtain a property and some type of an inheritance, you know. And they've had all these people, they've paid all these people to betray you, block you, cause you conflict, you know, poke at you all the time, to get you to react, this reactive abuse, to make you go crazy, you know, to make you flip out or get angry, you know, look like you're somebody who's hot-headed and combative, those types of things. You know, everything that they have said about you. And it's not happening. So that is a challenge for this family. Six of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Seven of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Yeah, I mean, somebody who was paid. Six of Pentacles, they received something. A King of Cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, a Scorpio energy to betray you. Seven of Swords, you know, now wishing that they had chosen you. The Queen of Cups. Page of Pentacles. They want to apologize, but they're afraid. Devil energy, the Eight of Wands, very burdened here. Very burdened in this situation. They may be receiving some communication about a Capricorn as well that's got them burdened here. Maybe one of the people that they were working with against you. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, King of Cups. Four of Cups. I don't know, we're going to keep going. What is at the foundation here, please? What is at the foundation? What is at the foundation here, please? Six of Wands energy, success, Chariot energy, the Queen of Swords, the Moon, and Justice. Some type of victory here. Some type of victory here. Six of Wands. There's some truth coming out here as well in this situation. Moon, Pisces, energy, Cancer energy. I feel like there's truth coming out about a Cancer energy here. There could be some type of truth about how they may have tried to cause you some type of an accident with this Chariot energy. This could also be you receiving truth and possibly moving and keeping your moves hidden here. But at the foundation, you will have this victory. Somebody here is going to jail, you know, for sure. Eight of Swords energy. This could be somebody who's on the run as well, you know, trying to hide from receiving their justice or karma, you know, you receiving justice. Somebody wishes they had chosen your path. The Queen of Pentacles. And for some of you, this is a child. Two of Wands. You know, right now, you're very abundant. Queen of Pentacles energy. And you've got the world in the palm of your hand there. Or once, you know, this could also be you. Once these arrests are made, the Eight of Swords energy, you know, I feel like this, whoever this person is, they plan to come in here. They've set the intention to come in. Queen of Pentacles, and you are going to receive some type of Nine of Cups. They're watching you here. Page of Swords. I feel like this person is very afraid. I feel like they're praying. Very afraid right now of receiving their karma. You know, that Ace of Wands energy, because they made the wrong decision and they took money to do something here. They made a decision based on material gain here. Yeah. To betray you. Can't make it up for money. Heartbroken. This person is heartbroken. And you're going to be heartbroken when you find out the truth. Or they were trying to find out about who took something from you. I don't know. We're not going to get too far into it. I don't like to do that. I don't like to go too deep. What is the past energy here, please? What is the past energy? That family betrayal. You know, your family, Ten of Swords. They may have wanted you gone. Hierophant energy, the Ten of Swords, that's a painful, permanent ending here. To someone who is very loving. A Queen of Cups energy. I feel like you've got an investigator coming in, this Emperor energy, who's coming in very soon. And I say that because of the Hermit. This is somebody who has been working on this investigation, who's coming in the very near future. Fool card. This is also, you know, them stealing this property. Whatever it was that was left to you. And it was something that was meant to be passed down. You know, a family heirloom, a property, that type of a thing. Something, it's tradition. You know, family tradition. And as I say that, a home. It was a home. What is the present energy here, please? Or someone received a home to betray you or take you out or whatever with that Four of Wands. But it has to do with a family and a home. What is the present energy here, please? Temperance. Somebody wants to apologize so bad. Somebody wants to come in and try to heal things with you. Very afraid. Yes, Eight of Swords, of receiving justice. Very emotional right now. You may also learn the truth that there might be a Sagittarius who goes to jail that was involved with your family in trying to do this. But I also feel like there's somebody who is either really worried about you because, I mean, these people are dangerous, honestly. I mean, come on, let's just be real. Every negative card that can come out comes out, you know? And so somebody here is either very afraid for your safety or they were involved and they're afraid of receiving karma and going to jail. All right, what is in the near future, please? What is in the near future, please? What is in the near future, please? The Sun. There could be a Leo who's very burdened and feeling heartbroken as well. Chariot, about some type of truth coming in about this Cancer energy. Or somebody is very worried about the truth, you know, very burdened because the truth is being exposed here. And they may want to, you know, run from the police here. There's a lot of secrets here. A lot of secrets in this situation. And, you know, a lot of people are very afraid now of the things that they've done, you know. Now that everything is coming to light, I don't know. What is the collective's power here, please? What is the collective's power in this situation? What is the collective's power? There's been I haven't seen the Magician yet, but I feel it. You know, a lot of people were tricked here in this situation. A lot of people were lied to, manipulated, and not that it made it right. Everybody has free will. These people could have said no, you know. I don't feel like it's a good idea. I'm sure that if they would have been listening to their intuition, it probably would have been screaming, this is not a good idea, you know. Power, the Hermit. Well, I feel like what this is saying is your power is, these people left you alone, isolated, in hermit mode, and there's been a lot of time that's gone by, and people knew that you were sad and you were depressed and you were alone, and no one cared. No one cared. So during that time, you took inventory, you took stock of your life, and you started putting the work in to yourself. And you've come out as this Empress, and you're healed and you're balanced, and you're okay with whatever happens here. I mean, not that it won't hurt you to find out the truth, but I feel like you've already had to, because nobody's come in with the truth for you or anything. Everybody knows what's going on except for you, and it's given you enough time to go within and prepare for the worst and heal, so your power is that you've had plenty of time you went within, during this time, and you transformed your life. You healed, you put the work in. You worked through some type of a very, very sad emotional experience, very depressing and dark period of your life. And you felt very alone. Very alone. You felt mistreated, you felt misunderstood, misjudged, and no one cared. Not one person. And that's the truth, The Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. And that is your power. You already know the truth. The Queen of Swords, she is the truth. She's very intelligent. She's very intuitive. You know the truth about what has been done here for money. And I feel like that whoever this person is, they made the decision to work with this family to take something from you that was destined for you. Or destined for you. How do others see the collective? Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. They want to silence you. They want to silence you, the Five of Swords, and they still want to do whatever it takes. They want something at all cost. And that is this Ten of Pentacles. That is this money. And I feel like somebody may try to take some type of, reckless action here. Maybe. Somebody's about to do something because this person is really freaking out. Whoever this is, they're angry. They're angry with this group. Tower moment. They're feeling in despair here. Or this group is planning some type of an attack. Could be that as well, because they want to silence you. They want you to shut up. The Five of Swords. They want to come in and do whatever it takes. You're talking about very ruthless people. Very, just awful, awful people here. Whoever, I don't know. Knight of Pentacles. It's been taking so long to get to the truth in this situation as well. Because so much has gone on and there's so many secrets and lies in this situation. I mean, you've got the truth coming in here soon. And I feel like it's from possibly a King of Swords energy. What is in the hopes and fears here, please? Hopes and fears. You know, they see you. There's somebody here who sees you cutting them out. The Two of Swords, because they were a part of this attack against you. And that's what it's been, an attack. An attack against you where you've had to stay in this stance and be strong all alone. And fight for your survival. To stay alive here. Because this group of people. You know, so I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know. What's in the hopes and fears here, please? Eight of Cups. I feel like you've got somebody here who's coming back around. It could be this King of Cups energy. Maybe they have some type of a decision to make. You know, whoever this poor person is, like they've gotten caught in the middle of this thing. Like they feel the weight of the world on their shoulders here. Because I feel like this is a no-win situation for a lot of people who have, you know, any type of conscious or any type of heart or anything like that. Nobody wins in this situation. Nobody. Five of Swords. And somebody here wants to win at all costs. They don't care. Nobody wins here. I feel like you have a couple of energy, a Knight of Cups maybe, and a Knight of Pentacles, who made a judgment call to protect you. You know, to work with maybe the authorities or the FBI or something to protect you. What is the potential outcome here, please? What is the potential outcome? The Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. The waiting. You know, the waiting is driving someone nuts. Somebody wants to, I mean, this person can't sleep. Whoever this person is, they can't sleep. Maybe it's somebody, you know, there's been so much waiting. Somebody wants to come in and tell you the truth here. The Ace of Swords. Or somebody's worried about the truth coming out because they worked with this family. Take it how it resonates. They did something reckless here, you know, for money. They made a decision. It's also the waiting for this decision about this family group. And I guess whatever's going to happen, possibly to each person involved. God, so much sadness and despair because of money. You know, Tower, moments, the Five of Cups. So many heavy energies, so many dark energies in this reading. It's sad. It's very sad. So many lies. So much manipulation. So many games. So much greed, you know. Let's go ahead and clarify. Why is the Hangman here, please? Why is the Hangman here, please? I feel like somebody really feels stuck. They want to talk, you know, or they want to know some type of truth, or they're needing clarity, something like that. Hangman. Eight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Page of Wands. The Three of Swords. whoever this, well, gosh. I feel like they were betrayed by a Page of Wands energy and they could go to jail now. They're heartbroken about the decision that they made to work with this Page of Wands energy. Somebody very immature, selfish, greedy. Someone who just, you know, they act. They don't think about the consequences or how it's going to affect anyone around them. Either that or there's, you know, somebody here who I don't know, somebody just feels very, very stuck. Like their hands are tied. There's nothing that they can do. Maybe they're worried about a Page of Pentacles and a Page of Wands energy. And a decision that is going to be made about these two going to jail, maybe. Because they were a part of this. You know, they worked with this group. You'll just have to take this how it resonates for you. Now, why is the Death card here, please? And the Nine of Pentacles. Why is this here? The Queen of Pentacles. Moon. Emperor. Maybe this person has to come in and tell you about maybe some people who have gone to jail. Or maybe they've gone on the run, wanting to escape going to jail. That Queen of Pentacles, Death card, and the Nine of Pentacles. You know, I feel like the challenge here as well is this Queen of Pentacles energy. For one, like I said, these were all lies that somebody here was told, because you are this Queen of Pentacles. You are kind, you're nurturing, you're hardworking, you're a giver. You're able to handle everything on your own. You're someone who is respected. You could even own a business out here, so they were lies. But for someone else, this could be like your mother involved in this with that Queen of Pentacles energy, you know, and possibly a Scorpio losing their freedom here in this situation. Why is the Six of Wands here, please? Why is the Six of Wands here, please, at the foundation of this reading? Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Well, somebody is about to go to jail, or somebody did. A King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You know, truth. I feel like maybe this person, I feel like they've already been arrested. I feel like there's a victory here. You know, the authorities have had a victory. They've gotten whoever this person is. This King of Pentacles energy. And the truth has come out about everything. I feel like maybe this King of Pentacles energy maybe, you know, confessed the truth. Told the truth about the situation. There could be somebody here waiting to see if there's any other arrests that will be made, you know, and maybe worried about some other energies who might have worked with this group. Three of Cups, Queen of Wands, energy, and the King of Swords. You know, this Queen of Wands energy could be some type of a coven, you know, that are trying to attack you, or maybe manipulated somebody into getting into their little group here. This could also be the authorities have seen how you've had to defend yourself against this group. You know, I mean, you're out here in this Queen of Pentacles energy, Nine of Pentacles energy. You're just focused on you. You're staying in your own lane. You're not causing any trouble. But, you know, you're constantly under attack, and you're having to hold and carry this kind of energy. You know, a defensive energy, like ready to fight at any time if you have to defend yourself. Why is the Hierophant and the Ten of Swords here, please? Why is the Hierophant and the Ten of Swords here, please? The Four of Swords. Five of Wands. Seven of Cups. The Two of Cups. Judgment. Someone's so brokenhearted. They were confused. I feel like they were lied to. They were lied to by this family who attacked you. You know, this person so desperately is, they're heartbroken. They want to heal. They want a second chance with you. You have a soul connection with whoever this person is. So it could be a child, Two of Cups. I did pick up on that already. They were lied to and confused. You know, that Queen of Wands energy and the Three of Cups, that's like witches in a coven. You know, they could have been sending spell work to confuse this person as well. And the illusions are starting to, you know, wear off. And this person is seeing the truth that this family attacked you and wanted you gone, possibly. And now someone here is trying to make a judgment call maybe in this, or they're under judgment. Heartbroken. You know, because you loved this person. You gave unconditional love to this family. You loved this family. And they treated you horribly. Yeah, there's somebody here who collaborated with this coven to work against you. I feel like the authorities know the truth about that now, because I feel like whoever this King of Pentacles energy is has told the truth to the authorities. I feel like this person has been arrested. And it's bringing a lot of truth to light. It's bringing, you know, it's bringing a lot of the truth out by this person opening up and confessing the truth. Why is Temperance here, please? Thank you. I feel like this is some really dark cult or coven that you're somehow connected to, or your family is somehow connected to. I thought one flipped over. Oh, it did. Yeah, they're watching you and praying. Whoever this person is, they're doing a lot of praying. Tower moment, star energy. Six of Cups. God, praying for healing. You know, this is another card of wanting to heal. I feel like, you know, maybe this is your energy as well. You know, you went through some type of Five of Cups situation that was very emotional, and I feel like you set out to heal so that you could heal your family. I mean, you were in a lot of pain, but you wanted to heal in order to help heal your family, and your family was in the background trying to get rid of you. Something is over. I feel like whoever this person is, they could be praying for guidance on what decision. They could have a decision to make here. And I feel like whoever they are, they're praying for guidance, you know, on a decision that they have to make. Or they're praying that this decision goes in your favor, something like that. You know, it's over some type of a wish here. They could just be, you know, watching you while they wait as well for the decision. Maybe to get the green light. Maybe after whoever this is that confessed the truth. You know, it could just be a matter of, as far as like documents and things like that. I don't know, sun. Let's see, why is the sun here, please? Near future energy, the sun. Why is the sun here, please, in the near future? Yeah, the Ace of Swords and the sun. Well, I mean, you've got good stuff coming in here in the near future. I feel like because, you know, this person tells the truth. This could be somebody you were committed to in the past, or you were in some type of a connection with in the past, or this could be even your father or the father of your children here. But I feel like they're telling the truth here. And it's bringing a lot of things to the light. The sun and the Ace of Swords, Six of Swords. I feel like with this truth coming out, it's making, you know, a decision. There will be a decision made here. There's communication coming in now that the truth has been exposed. With the sun and the Ace of Swords, there's going to be movement. Six of Swords, you may be moving away as well. Hermit energy, or it could just be forward movement in this investigation now that this truth has come to light. But I can tell you that Hermit energy and the Queen of Cups, you know, you've got somebody here who has really taken a look at things in this Hermit energy. Maybe this is you. Maybe you're going to have to go into Hermit energy for a little while to regain your balance your emotions out and everything once you find out the truth of some things here. But somebody also has gone within, you know, and they know that you love them unconditionally. Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Or there's some truth coming in about a Leo. Something like that here. Why is the Queen of Swords and the Ace? Yeah, you know the truth about how this, you know, this group attacked you because of this money, this wish fulfillment here. That is your power. You know, I feel like your power is your intuition has led you through this situation. Yeah. You know that this group caused a lot of confusion to make it hard to make a decision in this case. You know, here with the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, that's kitchen witch all day. sending spell work. Some type of little coven. Sending spell work to cause confusion. People who are jealous and envious in this group. Here. You know, wanting to make it hard for a decision to be made with the lovers. Judgment, you know. This group is all under judgment. The devil. But I also feel like this devil energy, you know, wants a second chance, or they've been under judgment. And I feel like maybe they finally broke and told the truth here. Could be. Why is the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords here, please? Yeah, Six of Cups. You know, I mean, these people from your past, the Six of Cups, you had known, some of these were childhood friends, possibly siblings, you know, people you thought you could trust, people that, you know, you gave unconditional love to, and they want you silenced. And they received money to possibly silence you. Or to manipulate you, to block you, to bully you, to gaslight you, to confuse you, to do all of those things that have been done to you, to target you, gang stalk you, sabotage you, everything that they've been doing to you. Why is the Eight of Cups here, please? In the hopes and fears. There could be somebody who's stuck in jail now. Could be what that is. You know, whoever this King of Pentacles is, they're stuck in jail now. Because of their choices. You know, because they possibly paid this group, or they worked with this group, or, you know, I feel like there were a couple of different main figures. And then there were a lot of little minions, you know, flying monkeys, whatever you want to call them, that chimed in. But I feel this was one of the main players, this King of Pentacles energy. So hopes and fears. Well, somebody is coming back around with communication and forward movement. You know, I feel like somebody is going to come in possibly with an offer for you. Emperor energy. You know, it is justice. An offer here. Maybe, and you'll be moving away. Somebody's hoping you accept the offer. There could be somebody here who's afraid that you're walking away and leaving them behind. You know, moving away, and could be this person. You know, they're afraid that they'll never see you again. A lot of eights on the board as well. So karma, you know, eights are about karma. What goes around comes around. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups. So if people aren't believers in karma, they need to start being. I mean, the energy that you give to others is what you eventually receive back. It might take a month. It might take 2 years. It might take 10 years. It's going to come when Spirit knows that you're going to learn the greatest lesson from it. You know? But it always comes. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here, please? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here, please? Work, waiting. You know, you've put in the work here. You're about to go from rags to riches. I hope you know. The Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Underneath that, we have the Nine of Cups. And I feel it's because somebody here has confessed the truth of this situation. I picked up on that the other day. You're also working on something that's going to lead you to a new beginning that these people, I feel, were trying to block you from. But I mean, it's coming in. You know, it's a matter of patience, really, is what things are being worked out. Divine timing is at play, all of those things. Seven of Pentacles here. But you've put in the work. You know, you've spent all of that time in hermit mode working on yourself because you had to work through a lot of hurt, pain, despair, sadness, grief, regret, whatever it was, but you put the work in. For sure. Seven of Pentacles, and this is coming in. And like I say, some of you are going to go from rags to riches. There's also, again, something that Spirit wants you to go the distance on, and I feel it's some type of a creative project here. You know, maybe you just haven't finished it up and launched it, but, you know, Spirit's saying to get back to work on whatever that is too, or you will once this situation is over. Maybe you're waiting for full clarity to, you know, finish whatever this project is. Because it is a wish for you, and it is going to be very lucrative. So take it how it resonates. Fool card coming in. You've got this new beginning coming in regardless. I feel it's a matter of patience and timing here. While all of the details get worked out, you know. So maybe Spirit's telling you in the meantime, work on whatever this creative project is. Put your focus into that. The truth is coming. It's all being exposed. We'll grab another one on that Sun and the Ace of Swords card and see what we get. Why is the Sun? Why is the Sun and the Ace of Swords here, please? Why is the Sun and the Ace of Swords here, please? Six of Pentacles. Well, I mean, you could find out that there was a Capricorn, a Leo, and possibly a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who worked with this group that may be being exposed or received something here. I feel like you know that they're under judgment for a decision that they made to work with this group, to break your heart, you know, to do toxic things, to just, you know, I don't know. But they did it thinking that they were going to, you know, somebody painted a pretty picture of what things were going to be like, and that's just not the way that they ended up. You know, I mean, these people were, I feel like these were younger energies, possibly a little less experienced. And I feel like whoever these people, this is what they do. They're good at this, at manipulating and lying and scamming and all of that stuff. And I feel it's wrapped a few people who were really innocent, or maybe would not have ever made this decision had it not been for the lies, manipulation, and the spell work, and the, you know, and the fact that it was, I feel it was an emotionally charged situation to begin with, because whatever it was, you were very emotional and in a lot of pain. So I want to pull one more on that Hangman and the Eight of Swords. Seven of Wands. Knight of Wands. Hermit. I feel like, you're being protected, especially now that the truth has come out, until a Knight of Wands energy and possibly a Virgo energy. Or this could be a Knight of Wands who is in hiding somewhere, trying to run from this situation, who is involved. But I feel like until this person is caught and, behind bars, you are being protected. Ten of Wands. This whole ordeal has been a burden for everyone. Very heavy situation here for a lot of people. Ten of Wands. A Page of Wands energy here. Who knows you're innocent as well. I feel like this Page of Wands energy was innocent too, really. Maybe not, but maybe they know you're innocent, but they worked with this group anyways, thinking that they were going to receive some type of wish fulfillment because they were confused, by this group of people. I don't know. This whole situation is insane. It's insanity. Why is the Page of Swords here, please, with Temperance? Present energy. There could be a Temperance or a Sagittarius watching you. Could be the person who's in hiding, that Knight of Wands energy who's in hiding, spying on you, watching you. Let's see what this is. That flipped over pretty hard when I said that. Yeah, the Moon. They're hiding in secret. You can't make this up. Spying on you, sneaking around. I feel like they want to know what's going on. They want some information here, or maybe they just want to apologize to you for breaking your heart. This person could have been a part of this coven, or they could have put you in a third-party situation, but let's grab a few of my cards on this. I feel like things are moving forward. They're starting to move, because I do feel like somebody has told the truth. Somebody has confessed here. So I feel like the energy will start to pick up. Things are going to start happening in this situation. I do feel like there's been some stagnancy because of so much confusion, but now that somebody here has told the truth. We have H, first, middle, last initial. We have G, first, middle, last initial. Solar plexus chakra. That's all about your will, your strong will. Again, I feel like these people didn't realize how strong you were. Yeah, premeditated. This was all premeditated. Like I say, I feel like there were a few main characters who came up with this premeditated plan, but then they paid others to join in. Maybe when one thing didn't work, then they thought of something else, and they had to add more people in to make that work, and that didn't work. And so, a lot of people involved in this situation. A lot. There's a secret affair here. Attraction. Kind of like a fatal attraction, maybe. Somebody doing a lot of overthinking. Somebody could be, not in their right mind right now. They could be a bit delusional and confused, We have F. What else? And that's the present energy. This person is going to be sneaking around because I feel like they want some answers. They want to know what you know, or they want some information. I feel like they're not hearing anything from these other people, you know? Maybe because they're all stuck in jail. So it's going to cause this person to come snooping around your house to see what they can find out. And if I were you, if they came to the door, I wouldn't answer for this person. We have 3 a.m., so they may come around in the middle of the night, around 3 a.m. You have resilience. That's you. That's you having to be strong here in this situation. Poisoning just went past. You know, they've tried to poison you. We know they've done it all to you. Hidden cameras. They spy on your every move all day long. Track you like you're an animal. Trust. And no. You know, I feel like that's no. Like I said, if this person comes to the door, yeah, they're jealous, they're envious, they're angry. We have I. We have hard to say I'm sorry. They might want to come in and act like they're going to say they're sorry, but I don't know if I would trust this person's energy. We have drink more water. Somebody here needs to drink some water. What else? There's that solar plexus chakra. You know, I mean, I feel like they want to do something. Maybe they want to cause you fear or something because they don't like the fact that you're standing as strong as you are, that you're as powerful as you are. Karmic. Whoever this person is, they're karmic anyway. Determination, you know, that's you. And then self-limiting beliefs. I feel like you've worked on all of those things. And just know you are divinely protected. But Spirit still wants you to be aware, alert. You know, I feel like people in this situation are starting to get a bit desperate. This person could be an alcoholic. There's corrupt law officials involved. You're divinely guided. Listen to your guidance, your guides. A detective involved here. There's childhood trauma involved, alcohol. You know, you were headhunted. What else here, please? Give us a couple more. False documents and information. So many lies told about you. But there is surveillance. You know, what these people don't realize is they've been under surveillance for a while. Somebody wishes they could turn back time. We have I would fight for you or us. I feel like somebody wishes they would have fought for you. When I see you smile, I need you. We have twin flame and we have jail or prison. You know, these people are going to jail in this group. There's no doubt about it. We'll get a couple mixed emotions on this, and we're going to close this reading out. I feel like, you know, the main message here is to let you know that there is forward movement. And I feel it comes because of this King of Pentacles energy telling the truth here. Or some piece of information that they get from interrogating this person. We have respectful and shy. Somebody is very shy, but they have a whole heck of a lot of respect for you. Free. You know, you're being freed here in this situation. Grateful. I feel like you're very grateful. I feel like you're somebody who expresses that gratitude every day to be alive, to have made it through this situation, to be where you are. I feel like, you know, you pray for your family, your friends, everybody. But you're someone who's very grateful. Even if you don't have much right now, you're grateful for what you do have. All right. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions here, please. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions, please. Of this group in grief, worried about their freedom, exhausted. I feel like a lot of people are exhausted in this. It's been a very emotionally up and down situation, and it's lasted a long time because of all the confusion. So everybody's drained and exhausted from it. Inspired and free. You know, you're free. You're about to be surprised. You're about to receive some type of surprise that's going to make you very happy, creative, and fulfilled. You're about ready to get some type of an offer, some type of a creative project here. Inspired and creative. And somebody's angry about that. Hateful. Hostile. Vengeful. Spiteful. Feeling ashamed. Feeling embarrassed. Feeling lonely. Starting to get the hiccups. So this is true. Especially this right here, because that's when they started. You're about to receive some type of an offer to work on a creative. Could be write a book. Maybe you are already, working on a book. I'm just drawn to that person writing. Something that is wish fulfillment for you. It's going to make you very happy, this offer. What else here, please? Give us a couple more. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions of the people involved in this situation. Depressed. Here's the thing, too. I feel like people had plenty of time to come in, tell you something, tell you the truth, And nobody did. Somebody's feeling very resentful and sad. And then I feel like you're going to have a decision coming up on what path you want to take here. It could be about this creative project or creative venture, whatever it is. I feel like you may have to leave some people behind. I'm drawn to that person with their hands up in the air, but I feel like you're going to have people encouraging you to, make the decision to go down a certain path here. And trust that it is the right path. I'm going to leave it there. I want to end this one on a positive note because there's already so much negativity in this reading. Spirit, again, just hang on. There's just one more obstacle or hurdle to get over. And it could be getting whoever this person is that's in hiding. That is your reading. Just hang on, I guess, is the message as well. Don't lose faith. Keep going. Keep pushing forward. Your victory is coming. Alrighty, that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit like, share, and subscribe. As always, take care of yourselves, and much love and light. Bye-bye.